up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the
Excellent. Another...
And just...
Right. Right, the shield...
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set... Which is why you need proper shield. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazed. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too... The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole... I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him?
Right.
Thanks to Sid. Oh, I'm never drinking.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being, as you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to gut.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more...
Though these items may seem so much so, in fact, that they were now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able...
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have...
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of...
All right.
How about you look for the... I'll find the other things.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pivot in...
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
What do you want? If that's what you want. Thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants.
Fresh cuts!
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this in. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes...
It does. It's good to get away from just being here. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking it?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself, Owe?
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in... What do you think? I thought we might get...
You all right?
It's just... you're right. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. Under the...
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you.
It appears our work here is almost at an... A shame. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be followed by a rig. Perhaps someone ought to...
Leave it. Thank you. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
My knowledge is yours. What subject shall we consider today?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased.
You found something?
In a manner of speaking, he's supervised...
Brilliant.
Thank me.
Right then, better start working out to the black.
You know, when I got into the smithing, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal...
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this out. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take it.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog, but still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well... Karen.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that. And
so that's what's troubling.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blade.
That's about us.
I'll see what I can find. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master.
You're a soft touch, you know, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this. I got your note. You think something's wrong with...
So you can read. God, I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his man... You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever...
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything.
You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do, which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him. Fine. If you stop... Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons, and he's got more money than sense, which is... Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the... Lawsman, I need to ask...
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not... If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed... Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield all... As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria...
I don't recall ever seeing any of that.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely... The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida.
Even so. It's...
Good hunting, Clive.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive. That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this
I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault, but I swear to the goddess, sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan? Well?
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5
each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of...
Those ledgers were my
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask.
No, we don't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our beggar. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something Sid and I set aside for, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bar.
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because... you'd rather...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well... I suppose...
Don't worry. I'm sure...
Really? Do you think so?
No.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Well. Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic, lovely bit of kit, it is. Bunging a solution you want split. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the... Which is why I've been looking for something to...
I imagine Tyre could get some
Proper
So what exactly...
nothing but gave me a sample she'd obtained. You pour the blackest blight water. So, I did a bit of reading, and do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
I take it that's where I come in.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for what would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you, Coin.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
There's talk that the glass gate.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gifts? Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to settle the hideaway's dead with the veil, and to compensate.
I thought you might finally tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was.
You once told. I'd like to do the same. Please. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway.
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic than ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
No need to ride from here. Here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.